What's going on, everybody? Rob here, Trev2323. Right now I'm going to be cleaning my Astro van rims right here. I mean, it's like constant mud, dirt, grease that you can't get off. Well, the clear is peeling off of it. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to put airplane stripper on it because I don't want this to come off, the gray. I just want to get the ring around it cleaned off. So what I'm going to try, of course, I got my buffer here if I need it. I got 120 on the angle grinder. Actually, that's probably about 200 or 220. I got some wax, and what I'm going to start cleaning it with is some pre and a scrub brush, and by hand with a foam sandpaper. And I got see, I'll probably end with I'll probably end with this because it's 400 and 1,000. But what I'm going to do with this isn't the weekend project for me. I'm going to do this one day, one rim after work. Leave the rim on the van because I don't want to pop the tire off. And when I get one side, just roll it up a little bit and do the other side. That's how I'm going to do it. So let's see how this pre works with the scrub brush first. Alright, this is the pre right here. It's supposed to get all the grease off and everything and get it ready to paint. So we're going to do the pre first. I should get my drill too so I can get inside here really good. You know, a lot of the stuff it's just brake grease and just caked on and caked on. You see it's coming off actually pretty good with the pre. See, and what it is there's a clear coat on here. And that clear coat is actually peeling. You know what sucks for me is, okay, that's with the pre. So it does look cleaner, but it's all this. This is bad. Curb rash right here, look at that. All that bad curb rash. That wasn't me, that's where I bought the van from. But this right here is what I want to get cleaned up. All right here. Now if I had the time to take these completely off the rim, which I might do this summer, you could actually polish this. These are aluminum rims. You could polish this to look brand new. But there's a coating on it. See this, how it's shining still like that? The coating is actually worn off of these places right here. Once you get that coating off, you can actually buff them to shine like chrome, really nice. So what I'm gonna try to do is try sanding it right now. Now I believe this is 120 what I got on the angle grinder, and I'm gonna do this very I know the angle grinder is gonna spin really fast, but I'm gonna do this really slow because I don't want to cut this right here and I don't want to cut the rim. I'm gonna focus on this right here and in here, but not on the lip so as much. And it didn't go on. Now truthfully, this is my first time doing this. The sandpaper is perfect, but I don't feel comfortable using the angle grinder, even though I see a lot of people using the angle grinder. I think it's just cutting too much into the rim. I'm gonna take it off and try just using the sandpaper. I got the same piece of sandpaper right here, but it got in there really good. Started to get in there really good and clean it off. But I felt it was just going too fast. I don't know how people do it with the angle grinder. They look really good, but I don't got the confidence. I think it's cutting up the rim too much. I'm finished sanding this. I'll be back. Alright, let me back this up some. That was about half an hour sanding with this one little 120 by hand. Came out really nice. You see there's a couple black spots there, right there still, but this one I went upside down like this. I didn't even do the van. Now it clouded over a little bit. It'll cloud over now. So what I'm going to try right now is I'm going to wax the rest of it. This actually, that powdery residue, if you got these Astro van rims, you'll know what powdery residue I'm talking about when that clear coat starts to peel. That powdery residue is like saying, please just sand me off. Honestly, man, when I freaking went with the sander, it just came off really good and it looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. If you are comfortable with whatever sander you're comfortable with, if it's a fast one or a very fast one, I'd say maybe 100 grit. By hand, I'd say start with 80 grit. And like I said, this was about 30 minutes by hand, and I got a lot of it off. There's still a lot of clear coat on, but I don't got a lot of time right now, and like I said, I'm gonna do one rim at a time. So let me show you what the front one looks like over here, and this is what I got off. Look at that, that's just nasty. And it sticks in the clear coat is what it does. And then this is what I got it to right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start waxing it by hand, and then I'll probably try to use the buffer. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm cheating. I'm doing it by hand with the buffer right now. I'm gonna have the buffer on slow. I don't want to hit, you know, my thing is I don't want to hit the tire. I don't want to hit the tire or the wheel stem. Alright, so I spent about 40 minutes total right now. Believe it or not, this is so worth revisiting. If you have an Astro van with these rims on it right here, once that clear coat starts to flake on you, it just looks terrible. Look at this. This is worth revisiting just with the shine that I got. Now there's still some clear coat left on it. I just did it about 30 minutes by hand and I buffed it. And there's actually parts of that I buffed really good and had all the clear coat off. And it looks like chrome, it's shining. Of course you're gonna have to keep them, after you take that clear coat off, you're gonna have to keep them waxed and shined, otherwise they're gonna dull on you. So I guess you could say one thing that you could probably do, I would venture to say, is put duplicolor, don't wax it, put duplicolor clear coat on it, because duplicolor clear coat, I swear by it. You know, these normally fade right here, and from the sun and from everything they fade, and you figure that's how getting hit with the salt, and I'm in Chicago with the salt and everything. So I know I'm gonna have to stay on top of it after I take the clear coat off. But look how terrible this looks with the clear coat peeling. All that is the clear coat that's peeling, and then it's harboring the dirt underneath it. So after you take that clear coat off, all you get is the nice aluminum. And then you can shine and buff out that aluminum. So look up some other videos on it. It's freaking awesome. I really didn't know how much I could get these rims to shine until I started doing this, you know, with the sandpaper. Don't be afraid to cut off that clear coat. Like I said, that clear coat, you're gonna know it's that white flaky stuff, like that right there. That flaky stuff right there, that flaky stuff all right there, that's peeling clear coat. And underneath that peeling clear coat, or whatever they cover the rims with, is a very nice shining aluminum that you could buff up. Either way, thanks for watching. Like I said, it took about 40 minutes. So if I do one of them, and you know what I'm gonna do also, I wanna make sure I'm not blocking away. One thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna take these suckers, the tires off of them, take the wheel stems out, and I'm gonna do the whole thing, buff it, shine it really good. And stay tuned for that video, all right? Thanks for watching, bye-bye.